Hey guys, it's George here. I've had a couple of questions about COVID-19 and PrEP, so I want to answer those questions for you. Does PrEP, i.e. Truvada, tenofovir emcitriptan, protect or treat COVID-19? The answer is no, it doesn't. There you go. Now, the other question was that people with social isolation and social distancing, if people aren't having sex, they've said to me, do I need to keep on taking PrEP? If you are not having sex, or if you're not being in situations where there could be a transmission of HIV, then there is potential there for you to not need to take PrEP, because the risk isn't there. You don't need to continue taking PrEP. There are some caveats to this, and I just want to explain what they are. If you are living with hepatitis B, please speak to your doctor before you stop taking PrEP. When you stop taking the medicine, your Hep B could go up, so it's very important you talk with your doctor before you do this. If you are anything other than a cis gay man or a cis male who is having sex with other men, you need to continue taking PrEP for 28 days after your last potential exposure to HIV. So that is trans men who are having front hole sex, trans women, heterosexual men, and heterosexual women. You need to continue taking PrEP for 28 days after your last potential exposure to HIV. If you are a cis male, that is a man who was born with male genitalia, and you are only having sex with other men, you can stop taking PrEP 2 days after your last potential exposure to HIV. That would be how to stop taking PrEP. Now, if you have a change of circumstance and you go back to having some sex, the options include going back to using condoms. That's a good option. You can go back onto daily PrEP as per the Australian guidelines. That's 7 days of medication to get the concentrations in the body and then taking the tablet every day. There is also the option of intermittent PrEP if you are a cis male who is having sex with other guys. So MSM cis males, intermittent PrEP is also an option. It's not good for people living with hepatitis. So if you have hepatitis B, intermittent PrEP is not a good option for you. If you are a trans male, a trans female, a heterosexual male, or a heterosexual female, the recommendation would be for daily PrEP. There's lots of information on how to do intermittent PrEP, but it's very straightforward. If somebody phones you up and says, hey, let's have sex, and you go, hey, that's a good idea. And then you'll go, okay, so you take 2 tablets of PrEP 2 to 24 hours before you have sex. If sex happens, then you take a single tablet of Truvada every 24 hours until 48 hours has passed. That is per the Australian guidelines. And I'll put a link through that explains how to take PrEP intermittently just below. Anyway, I hope that was helpful, and just a little bit of further information on PrEP and COVID-19. I hope that was helpful. Happy to answer questions below. See you, team.